a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. Taylor on a barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. Put nigga out like an outbreak. Chopper start to make the house shake.
Happy Wednesday, baby gorgeous. It's your girl Keisha, and I am here with a new Spill the Tea video. So it is going down, honey, over there at the Breakfast Club. Yes, they are into it big time. So all of this drama began yesterday when Jess Hilarious took to social media to air out her grievances with her co-host Charlamagne and DJ Envy over the fact that she got the job about a year or two ago, and then she got pregnant and had to go on maternity leave. And during that time, they filled her spot with a journalist by the name of Lauren LaRosa. And Lauren has had a great reception from the audience. Obviously, the higher ups love her because they kept her on even when Jess returned to the show. So there's been a lot of comparisons between the two and a lot of online chatter. And obviously, it really got to Jess, so much so that she took to social media to address the situation. But I really feel like this was brought on even further because comedian Corey Holcomb discussed Jess Hilarious and Lauren on his podcast, and he had a lot to say about Jess, and it wasn't positive at all. So let's check out what Corey had to say first, and then we'll get into what Jess said on social media and her confrontation with DJ Envy and Charlamagne this morning on The Breakfast Club.
Well, this is what happened at The Breakfast Club. She took that job. She got that job because I think she had a social media presence. I can't imagine why else.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
So she got that job. And I always said she wasn't talented. She got the job and got knocked up shortly afterwards. And the worst thing in the world happened. They brought in somebody who was talented.
Who they bring in?
Homegirl from she used to be on TMZ.
Yeah.
Oh.
She has experience with doing that. When she talks, her voice, I don't know her name.
Yeah.
The girl who is Lauren. That girl know what she doing. She knows how to fit in with Charlamagne and the other guy, DJ Envy. It's like it's seamless when she there.
Right.
It's the talent. The talent shows out, and then Les Hilarious ain't even reading right. I'm like, and now she had a job where all she had to do was deliver the news. She had a segment on The Breakfast Club. The other girl who has experience and talent at this job took her segment. Right. Not because she tried to, it's just you saw somebody who's talented. And then you see, read that, Les Hilarious.
And she stood in for her when she took off maternity leave.
When she stood in for... Les Hilarious, you should have had your baby on camera at The Breakfast Club.
He's so stupid.
Because they brought in somebody who is talented. And you could say I'm dissing, because that's what you're going to do. You're going to act like I'm hating. I'm not hating. You don't got the it. Your segment could have been good if you knew how to deliver it right. But now they got somebody doing your segment better than you, and it's just flawless. It's effortless. And the girl tried to be your friend, and everybody could see you ain't trying to be her friend. So I want to say to old girl Lauren, I hope that you get the job, and I hope Les Hilarious has to open up an OnlyFans with that bionic ass body that she bought through robbing the people, perpetrating talent. Because I want to see you doing bad, because I ain't going to even lie, Les. Well, this is what happened at The Breakfast Club. She took that job. She got that job.
Well, that was very mean. Everybody's is entitled to their own opinion. Back in the day, I used to be a fan of Corey Holcomb. I think that he is a hilarious stand-up comedian. I've seen him live. His show is amazing, but he does have a very dark, haterish spirit. He is very mean-spirited, and I do feel like a lot of the time he crosses the line. I myself, as far as Jess Hilarious is concerned, I've never been a fan of her comedy. I've never really found her to be funny. But obviously there are people out there that do find her to be funny. That's obviously how she's gotten in the doors that she's gotten into. Now, I'm never going to sit up here and say that the lady isn't talented, because obviously she does have some form of a talent. I personally, as far as the Breakfast Club goes, I'm not an avid everyday watcher. I watch when there's somebody on there that I want to see being interviewed. So I have seen Jess do her thing on the show, and I've seen Lauren do her thing, and they both have two totally different styles of the way that they bring the news or the way that they interview guests. And I actually like what both ladies bring to the show. I didn't know that there was a rift going on, that there was tension going on behind the scenes. I did not know any of this. I thought that everybody was getting along merrily, and that they were basically a foursome now at this point. I did have thoughts in my head wondering, like, why isn't Jess there as much, considering she was gone for such a long period of time for maternity leave, and I was still seeing Lauren a lot more than I was seeing Jess. So that kind of threw me off, but I didn't really pay any attention to it. But obviously there was a lot going on that I did not peep game on. Well, after Corey's video made its rounds about 2 days ago, I guess it really got to Jess, and like that was the last straw for her, because she took to social media, and this is what she had to say. Now, mind you, I have not listened to this. I wanted to listen to it for my first time with you guys, so I can't wait to hear exactly what her grievances are.
She started doing the news. I'm like, all right, look, that's our segment. Take me off that. Y'all give her that. Take me off that. This is her segment now. This is no longer Jess with the mess. Got dark fast as a mother. Okay. I said, take me off that. This is no longer my segment. I said it. Take me off of that. Give it to her. Give it to her. Charlamagne said, nah, I don't want it to be her segment. It damn near sure is already. Like it's her segment. She's reading it, and she's doing it to the best of her ability. Shorty is like that. Yeah. That's why I picked her to fill in for me for maternity leave. That's why I picked her. Y'all need to understand something. I'm never hating on Shorty. I already told her. I tell her every day. I tell her she's pretty every day. I tell her every day. I big up this woman every day. Every day. She started doing the news. I'm like, all right, look, that's her for y'all teammate. Just ran like a high school. Yeah. It's ran like a high school. It is. Fair East Side High. Fair East Side High. Before Mr. Clark, though. Like when he first got there.
Okay.
Y'all want to keep her cool. Look, check this out, y'all. Look, man. I get up every day, and they always talk, well, you ain't at work. Yeah. I started picking up more shows. Hell no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no. I have more fun outside the studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy? For y'all teammate.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't have no reason to on that girl. I don't. No, I didn't like her when I came back, because I'm like, all right, what's going on?
Wow.
What's going on? She knew it. We had a conversation. Because the anger was misplaced. Nah, it ain't even you that I don't like. I'm realizing this is the way these doing up here that I don't like. Okay, got it. It's her segment. I went to the person who does the intros, the sound. I went to Taylor. Yo, Taylor, Make Lauren her intro. Take Jess with the mess all day. She says, things can't just change like that. Why the not? Why not? Y'all changing everything else, and I'm the only one that don't know. My group don't know nothing. Jess with the mess is not at Breakfast Club. I'm Jess Hilarious up here. I'm Jessica Moore up here. Jess with the mess is not being done. Lauren LaRosa is doing it. I don't have no reason to on that. We supposed to be a team up there. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm like not one mother ever with this online. Like, why the should we have to keep playing it? Man, listen, I know one thing. Angela Yee ain't that much crazy. Not as crazy as try to make out to be. Nah, it's the reason that lady wanted to leave that show. I don't know how she did that 13 years. I'm telling you, I don't give a y'all already know what's up with me. I feel played with, I'ma play with. Like, that's just like, come on. I've been quiet a lot. If Jess Hilarious is quiet, it's a mother reason. I always got my mouth open. All the time. How about y'all clear some of the we supposed to be a team up there. Not one person
Well, okay, that was a lot. I'm going to leave my comments until after we listen to what happened this morning on The Breakfast Club. So let's get into that right now.
It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
What's happening? How's everybody feeling out there?
I'm great. How you feel?
I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Jess Hilarious is here.
I'm cool.
Okay.
Jess
Still
has
my
been
job. I came into work. What's up?
She's been trending all day.
Yes.
I think she's number 9 right now.
Okay. Because I was sitting at home last night trying to watch Magazine Dreams, and I kept getting a bunch of phone calls and text messages, and people was like, Jess Hilarious is going off on live.
Oh, we have audio.
Okay.
Oh.
we supposed to be a team up there. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm like not one mother ever with this online. Come on, I've been quiet a lot. If Jess Hilarious is quiet, it's a mother reason. I always got my mouth open all the time. It's ran like a high school. It is. Fair East Side High.
I agree with that.
Fair East Side High.
Fair point.
Before Mr. Club, though. Every day, and they always talk about, you ain't at work. Yeah, bitch, I started picking up more shows. Hell no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no. I have more fun outside the studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy?
No, act like that's not for real. Act like nobody knew that. Stop acting like y'all like
What
we
part?
really.
What you mean we don't have your
I
back?
have
Break
more-
that down. Explain how we don't have your
Okay,
back.
all right. So the narrative, like I said, with the online ish, that's what I said. Y'all ain't nobody trying to clear up no narrative about nothing. Ever since I came back, it was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah, I at first no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Lauren. Nah, I wasn't too fond of her when I came back because we had a whole plan. Even how when I came back, how I pick her to fill in for me. Right, I come back, she ain't never leave. Then all right, cool that she don't leave, but she's on only during my segment. If she was meant to be a fourth host, move her in another way. Why she got to be moved in on? Because nobody had a problem with Jess with the Mess until she started reading right. You know what I mean? Till she started
So,
reporting.
hold on.
I wasn't hired as a reporter. I was hired as Jess with the Mess. So she started reading and delivering details and all that stuff.
Yes.
Then that's when Jess with the Mess wasn't good enough no more. That's how it was presented. So I'm like, all right, cool. I
But
feel
who
you.
said that though? Because the internet said
What
that?
are we talking about? No. This is our listeners. This is yeah. Why can't we worry about the comments? And these are people that enjoy the show and watch the show. It's not all about Instagram. It's YouTube. It's like we have people that have been watching the show. Yeah, she's great at what she do. That's why I picked her to fill in for me. But when I came back, it's kind of, it's like, what's going on? If she's going to be a fourth voice, why she only got to be a fourth voice?
Well, correct me if I'm
my
wrong.
segment.
She wasn't a fourth voice. She was a producer. She was hired as a news producer to help with getting all news and doing interview
She was going to be the
questions.
senior news producer.
She
yes.
wasn't on there. When you came back, Lauren was not on there. She was in the back doing questions, sending interview questions, reporting the news. Am I lying?
I thought
Yeah,
you was.
you lying.
I
Yeah,
thought.
she
am I
on
lying?
air. She was on air.
They told her don't step in this room.
Yes, but I thought you was using her on purpose.
What? You thought I was using Lauren on purpose?
Yes.
No. What are we talking about? No. She didn't leave when I came back. The first day we had a whole situation. Like, all right, look, this was gonna happen, and when it's time for us to roll, it changed. No, the first question was about, only person who asked me about my baby maternity leave was Envy. All right, I walked in. She addressed the hate in the comments. That was the first thing she addressed when I came back. I'm like, what the hell would make her think I want to talk about
y'all
that?
talk off air though, right?
So yeah. We started talking off air. We started to
But I'm
talk
saying even
off air.
prior to you even coming back.
So then I felt uncomfortable that first day. So I'm like, all right, look. Thea was like, all right. Well, we'll just take her off air. She was back the next week. All right, cool. Because there was a voice. Y'all wanted her on air. There was a voice. They wanted her there. They wanted her here. There's a place for Lauren in the show. All right, cool.
But
if
you-
there's a
but
place
you-
for her
but
on
you
the
wanted
show,
her- you wanted her
let's
here
do
too,
it
though.
another way. Yeah.
Because you said you wanted to change the segment from Jess with the Mess to the Lauren.
That was eventually, even when it came down to it still being called Jess with the Mess, and then I'm introducing her to introduce stories. That was pointless and it was stupid. It's no Jess with the Mess. Just make it Brown Girl Grinding or Lauren with the latest or Lauren's Legal Corner. I'm giving ideas.
eventually
I'm like,
happened.
yo. I even with the Taylor, yo, change that. Take that Jess with the Mess off of there. I feel like I'm getting credit for something I'm not doing, and it's stupid because this is not what she does. Is not Jess with the Mess. I read headlines and I give commentary. I say what people thinking.
I agree. Can I ask
You
a
know what I'm
question
saying?
though?
Yes, she's more of a reporter. She's
Can I
journalism.
ask a question?
What?
Why didn't you wear the do-rag this morning?
Because
Why you joke so much, man?
What you mean? I'm
not a
just
joke.
it's not a
Lord,
do-rag. It's a
not a
silk
joke.
scarf,
What you
nigga.
mean?
But it's not.
It's
It's
not-
not
it's
a
not a
joke.
joke,
I'm
man.
serious.
If you gonna bring it to the radio, I want
It's
to laugh.
not a joke, but
Okay.
see,
Nah, but
it's not a joke.
It's a serious issue about
It is a serious issue.
Okay, let me just
Now-
sit back and watch it because I'm not Joe Clark.
'Cause it's not-
I am actually. Give me my baseball bat.
Now it's now Envy. That's what I'm saying. No, nobody has even tried to clean up the narrative that I'm a villain. Man,
You not a villain.
this
Who said
girl
you a
is-
villain?
What, yo, stop acting like you don't live in them comments too, Charlotte. Stop acting like you don't understand.
But what do I always tell you? I say stop listening to the internet. Stop listening to the comments. Stop listening to the folks on YouTube. Don't let them trick you out your position. What you did last night is what they want you to do, and you can't let the internet win.
No, but look, it's not even about what they want me to do. I did last night what I wanted to do, what I felt like I should have been did. I've been asking questions.
The internet loves mess. And one of the easiest ways to create mess is to pit people against each other, especially two women. And I don't dwell in that. And y'all know that.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. You let the internet dictate what's going on. We've had conversations, and this is the thing. This is why I thought it was corny, and it's just me personally. I thought it was corny because we have conversations up here. We just have a meeting. If you had an issue, a problem, a situation, or something that you felt, why you ain't bring it to the team? When you came back, Jess, I pulled you to the side. I said, Jess, if you feel uncomfortable, if you don't want Lauren in the room, this is your show. We can make that change whenever you want. Did I not say that to you?
Yeah, you did. It is not about wanting her in a room, yo. It's about the segment. Like it was like y'all
have that conversation
y'all wanted
off
her.
air. If you had a problem, say it to us. We had a meeting yesterday.
Conversations off air. What
not
is we
like
talking
that.
about?
Not like nobody having my back, because we have your back. As far as the Corey Holcomb thing, y'all been beefing for 11 years.
I'm not worrying about it's not even about
you.
you.
Worried about comments, and you worried about what people say after.
I'm worried about the
comments,
perception
man.
and my reputation up here on the show.
They've been ishing on me for 15 years. They've been ishing on Charlamagne for
Rightfully
15
so.
years.
But that's on you.
Rightfully
And
so.
the things
But
that
I
people
don't
ish
care.
on me
It
for
doesn't.
is on
I
me.
don't let it affect me because I know who I am as a person. I don't give a F what them people say in the comments.
come
I know
on.
who I
Come
am.
on.
I know what I do.
I
You
feel
let them
you.
people get in the comments and F with you. You are great at what you do.
Everybody simmer down.
Like you are dope.
She's very
and you
dope.
let them people piss you off. No, F them niggas.
I
you nice. Like what you do is funny.
I tell her
Like,
that all the time, on air,
You brought
off
that
air.
energy that we needed to the Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
and you let a bitch ass person in the comments say something to steer you up. I tell you, F them niggas.
we don't even know.
F
We
all
don't even know
them.
who these people are.
They could be bots and all that,
But-
and we doing it on air when we could have did it behind the scenes. Like I F with you the long way, not on some internet ish. And to hear that through there, that was
This
whack,
sounds
man.
very light skinned. Well, let's go to the phones. 1-800-585-1051. Let's open the phone lines. Everybody woosah.
I'm going to get a sparkling water.
I got my candles lit. I got my candles lit. If you need me to light sage, I'll light sage.
She crying?
Just want to fight. NVB and Beige Rage. It's the Breakfast Club.
Okay, so now that I got all of the facts, let's break this down. So Jess gets pregnant and she needs somebody to come in and fill in for her while she goes on maternity leave, and she picks Lauren, right? So she goes on maternity leave, she comes back, and Lauren is still there, to her surprise. And she's saying that her issue is that not that Lauren was still there, it was the fact that she was doing her segment still. And that was the only time she was showing up on camera, was doing the Just the Mess segment, right? So it got to the point where she says that she told, staff, production or whatever, to take Just the Mess off of there and just let it be her thing, because why am I introducing her to do my segment? Like, it makes no sense. She then says that, people got to asking where she's at, why she's never there. And she said that she chose to do more shows because she was happier outside the studio than she was inside the studio. She does admit that she was mean to Lauren when she came back because she was still doing her segment. And after a while, she realized that the issue wasn't with Lauren. It was how they handled the entire situation. I want to address that part first and give my opinions on that. We all know as women how hard it is to balance work life and home life, right? And it's especially hard for women when we get pregnant and have to maintain our job, especially if you are in the entertainment field, for the longest time, it was looked down upon, frowned upon for a woman to get pregnant while she was in the spotlight, because you don't want to stop the momentum. And, for a long time, it would tarnish your image, especially if you were getting pregnant out of wedlock and all of these different things and the connotations that was put on it throughout the years in Hollywood. Now we've seen that we all know that women can do it all. We can be pregnant and still maintain a job, go on tour, make albums, and do all of those things. We've seen it several million times with women. So I didn't fully understand why she was on maternity leave, because while she was pregnant, she wasn't really in studio, if I'm correct. Let me know if I'm wrong. Did she have a hard pregnancy? Was she on bed rest? I didn't understand why she wasn't there for real throughout the pregnancy. Y'all fill me in and let me know if I'm correct with what I'm saying. So if she didn't have any complications during the pregnancy, why wasn't she still in studio doing her segment? They could have had her in on Zoom. I didn't really understand that. But okay, move that part to the side. She goes on maternity leave for however many months, I don't know. And Lauren fills in for her. How long was she gone on maternity leave? I don't know. Somebody let me know. How long was she gone? She comes back, and this young lady is still there doing her segment, and she feels some type of way about it, and she's mean towards her. For me, that part was very childish of her, to be mean to somebody that you handpicked to replace you while you were gone. You as a grown woman know that she ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the higher ups wanted her there. They wanted to keep her there, and they did so. You know what I'm saying? And that is a risk, unfortunately, that not only women have to take when they go on a leave of absence, but men as well. There's always somebody itching and waiting to take your spot. That's just how the game goes. And sometimes it's not even a malicious thing where they're trying to come for your spot. It's just that I got the opportunity. I'm going to run with it. I'm going to do, my best, and we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the fact that she admitted that she was mean to that girl for no apparent reason. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't cool to me. You know what I'm saying? That girl was just there doing her job. It's unfortunate for you that she did it so well that they loved her to the point that they wanted to keep her. Now, she also says that she's been doing more shows on purpose because she hasn't been enjoying the environment of being there in the studio. Well, you can't sit up here and be mad that somebody has taken your segment and then you're not there to take your segment back. Like, make it make sense. Like, it's like you got mad that she took your ball and didn't give it back to you. And instead of going and taking your ball back, you decided to tuck your tail between your legs and just say, "I'll forget it then," and to do something else. Like, no, you should have been there making these people remember why they hired you in the first place. To me, it was given you gave up. That's what it gave me. Or that you was mad and you was like, well, I'm gonna show them I'm just not gonna be there. That ain't doing nothing but hurting you in the long run. So I didn't really get that mentality. It's like, if you're so unhappy there, then quit. If that's the case, quit. Because you're not really doing your due diligence of reclaiming your spot. And another thing that I feel like, as far as this situation is concerned, she wasn't there that long before she got pregnant. So you were still a newbie. You still had a lot to prove yourself. So it's not like you had been there for 10, 12 years like Angela Yee, and it's like, put some respect on my name. You had only been there for 5 minutes, girl. You still had to prove yourself. So you should have came back already knowing that you had to have the eye of the tiger, the queen of the fight, and come in. And if I was her, I would have came in on some bigger, better, bolder things. You know what I'm saying? If I would have saw that they gave her my old segment, you can have that. I'm gonna create a whole new segment, something even better. I'm gonna come back telling even more jokes, even more prepared for interviews and all of this type of stuff. Like, I'm gonna come back on my P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? To show people once again why they hired me in the first place. Now, she says that she made a comment about how she felt like Angela Yee left for a reason. I felt that was uncalled for. Leave her out of it. You don't know what was going on. She was there obviously for a very, very long time. So we're not going to do that. You don't know what the circumstances was with that. I don't feel like that was necessary to make that dig. She says that nobody came to her defense with the online talk from viewers basically saying that she's a villain. But you just admitted that when you came back, your energy towards this young lady was not right. So the audience picked up on that you didn't like her, that you wasn't feeling her, that you didn't want to be friends with her. So you can't get mad when you, in fact, had that energy and those feelings and the audience picked up on it. Like, I feel like she's not taking responsibility for her part in it and is just pointing the fingers elsewhere because she's mad at herself. That's what it's giving me. It might be hormones too on top of it, postpartum, you know what I'm saying? All of these changes. But to me, a lot of this is like her being in her own head and her being her own saboteur. Charlemagne says that he told her to stay out of the comment section. Like, you're not going to get anything being in these comment sections. Like, you're not. If you want to feel bad about yourself, if you're a public figure and you want to feel bad about yourself, go to the comment section. Period. You can't focus on what the internet has to say because the internet is not a real place, y'all. It is not real. People get to be whoever they want to be on the internet. And then in real life, it's a totally different energy. Totally different. And DJ Envy says that he told her that when Lauren came back, that she was hired on as a producer to, you know, get segments ready for interviews, and they told her don't even come in there and all of this type of stuff. And he was like, didn't we do that? And she was like, yeah, you did do that, and da 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 da. So it's like he proved that they did have her back. They were asking her what is it that she wanted to do, and once again it seemed like she was throwing a temper tantrum. Was like, nah, give it to her, I don't care, instead of just saying how she felt. And Envy said that they'd had meetings. They literally just had a meeting asking her, you know, how she felt about certain things or whatever. Envy says that he felt like her going to social media was corny because he told her if she don't want Lauren there, they'll remove her. And once again, if they had conversations with her about that, and she agreed. She agreed. So, he also brings up the fact that her and Corey Holcomb have been beefing for years, and basically she let him get to her. I had forgot all about the fact that they had a beef going. So she let that man get in her head. She let him get in her head. And you letting the internet and your haters and your enemies talk you out of a job, ma'am. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know when it became kosher for people to take their grievances with their jobs to the internet. What alternate universe are we living in where professionalism has gone completely out of the door? Like, this whole conversation, we the public should have never been privy to. This should have been in-house with her, Charlemagne, and Envy, and whatever other producers, owners, whatever the case may be. We should not be privy to this. This was, to me, so unprofessional, so very unprofessional, that if I was the higher ups, she would have been fired. I'm just going to keep it a buck. She would have been fired if she was my employee, because ain't no way. No, we're not about to do this. No. And you going online and doing all this has done nothing but prove the comment section right, that you're unprofessional, that you don't know how to handle yourself, that Lauren is more professional and more polished than you. Like, you handled this all wrong. And it's giving that she has insecurities with herself against this Lauren girl. Maybe because Lauren is more educated, more well-spoken, well-read, because I see people making fun of the fact that she can't read that well or something like that. Oh God. And I think that those insecurities are on full display, putting her up against Lauren. And like Charlemagne said, people love to pit people against each other, especially women, and especially black women, where you shouldn't even played into that narrative unless that girl was like really like coming for your neck, being disrespectful, being rude or whatever. Okay, I can understand you not liking her, but based upon everything that you said, she didn't do anything to you. To me, this was a lot of Jess against Jess, and not so much Jess against Lauren and Envy and Charlemagne. That's how I see it. And I wish that she would have handled it differently, because all you did was make Corey Holcomb feel like he won and proved him right. And the people that hate on you online, you've done nothing but prove them right and sabotage your own self. And it's unfortunate, because you could have handled this totally different. And going online was, to me, the ghettoest thing that you could have ever done. It's so tacky. So tacky. Those are my thoughts. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all think about all of this. Fill me in on anything that I've missed. I can't wait to read you guys' comments. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.